Marty, 3 wins on the bounce. At the moment, and we've spoken about it already recently, is it a case of tempering the feeling within your dressing room?
Definitely it's a good mood, and I like that, and we like that we get victories that can help us to get the mood higher. But at the same time, I think that there's a good awareness in the group about knowing that every game is a new challenge, so that we cannot get just carried out by the good feeling, but understanding that it's a long run, this one, and we need to make sure that we can try to keep the momentum as much as we can, but being aware that unfortunately we're going to lose some football games, hopefully not many, but be aware that we need to be ready for that day when it happens, and be strong mentally to understand that football is about this. It's a game, so you can win, you can draw. Hopefully we're going to win a lot of games, draw a few of them, and lose even less. But we need to be ready mentally for whatever is the next challenge.
In those 3 games, we've scored 8 goals. We've only conceded 2, back-to-back clean sheets as well. As a manager, do you allow yourself to celebrate those achievements, or are you always looking at the elements that you feel could be better?
No, we celebrate, of course. After the games, I'm very happy, and I like to spend some time with the staff and with the players, because football is about this. It's about you need to feel the joy, and you need to enjoy when you win games, because it's not easy to win games. And then as well, you need to be pissed off and you need to be angry when you lose games, because it's a game. Said that, the day after, then we start to prepare for the next one, because that's our job. And there is always, even the best clubs in the world can improve in almost every area of the game. This is a game that is not like others. You cannot have, I think, a perfect football game. It will be even Barcelona. I remember some years ago when Pep Guardiola was playing amazing football, City now, Liverpool, whatever. You can always improve some areas of the game, always. And that's my way of approach this. We have been doing very well. There is a big improvement according to the way we want to play in the last games, but there is plenty of areas that we can get better.
Outside of QPR, against Preston, few people would have expected us to win. Against Hull, few people would have expected us to win. On Wednesday evening against Plymouth, outside of QPR, perhaps there will be that expectation because of our recent form, because of Plymouth's away form, for QPR to win. How do you ensure that doesn't creep into your dressing room?
We speak a lot about it, about expectations, and we always say that we need to stay away from any kind of expectations, from media, from whatever. We need to be very focused on the task, and this is about creating this atmosphere with our supporters, because obviously they really believe in us. We like that, but at the same time, if someone expects that now we are favourite just because we're on a good trend, or that the last 3 games are going to help us to win tomorrow, it's going to be a big mistake. So I think that the guys are understanding this approach, that every game is a new opportunity, is a new challenge, and we need to perform at our best. Otherwise, we have no chance in this league to win football games. So, to be very humble in life in football, I think that is very important. And those guys, I think they are understanding because they are training well. But of course, it's going to be a big challenge tomorrow, because everybody's speaking about Plymouth not being very good away. Everybody's speaking about QPR having now a fantastic trend. And it seems, perhaps someone thinks that it will be an easy game. And I'm completely sure that it will be even more difficult than against Hull. Completely sure. Because that's the nature of this league, that's the nature of football. So we have a big challenge in front of us, and for me the most important is to understand that we need to stay focused, to stay as a unit, and if we win, enjoy, and of course be proud of the achievement, and if we lose, be ready, learn from it, and turn the page, because it's a lot of games coming.
Where does Plymouth's threat lie?
They're a good squad, actually. The more I watch them, the more I like them. I think that they try to play from behind. They have a good keeper on the build-up. They have good central backs. Gibson, good left-footed. I think they have good players in all the lines. But they are very, very good on the counter. I think the manager has a clear idea on how they want to do in all the phases on the game. And I think they're a dangerous team. If you give them space to run, they can really run. If you give them a lot of space to build up, they can really hurt you on possession. So it will be, in that sense, a difficult game.
So patience in possession, is that going to be a key part of the game?
For us, it's always, the approach will never change. We use the possession to attack. We use the possession as a tool to try to dominate the games. But at the same time, we are aware that sometimes the opponent will have the ball as well, and we need to be ready to defend well the spaces, but as well how we can prepare the space for when we recover to be dangerous as well. So I think it's always this balance about being prepared in all the phases of the game, because I would love to be 95 minutes attacking the box of the opponent just with our centre halves 20 meters in front of the midline. That will be my perfect game. But this is not a reality for, I would say, any team in the world. We need to be aware that sometimes the opponent can build a momentum. I think that we experienced that against Stoke at home, first half. They build kind of a momentum and we stay lower than what we would like to. Against Hull, we enjoy less possession that usually we have been doing in the last games. And you just need to adapt because that's what good football teams do. They need to adapt. But if you ask me, of course, we would like to get the possession, to attack a lot, to regain very quick. That's the kind of game that we would like to have.
And team news, you have a bit of a problem. Your subs come on and impact games. It must be very difficult when you're picking your starting 11 at the moment because the subs can rightly knock on the manager's door and say, I've come on and I've had an impact. How are you dealing with that?
But it's a luxury problem, and that's the kind of problems that as a manager you want to face. The problem is if you look back and you don't see anyone who can contribute. But right now, as you said, it's a challenge to be not only to decide the 11 starting, but as well to decide the list. Because now that we are recovering some players, it's starting to get even more difficult just to pick the 20. And all the credit to the guys, because they are working hard, they are showing the training that all of them want and all of them can contribute. And in that sense, it's very good news that every time we are trying something, players from the bench, they are responding at very high level. But that's what we need. We know that this league is very long. We know that the games are 90 plus minutes, and we need everybody to be able to contribute, even if it's 90 or even if it's 10. That can make the difference. So far, I think that we can be happy about how the squad is responding. And for me, it's very important, especially in a week like this. Again, 3 games in 7 days. Everybody will be important.
Okay, and just very finally, in terms of Reggie Cannon, Jack Colback, also Albert Adoma and Morgan Fox, how are they getting on?
I think that, Reggie, of course, is available for tomorrow. He just had a knock on his knee. We push him. We could have been playing him more minutes last day, but we decided that in that line, about what we were speaking, that Oz could contribute, and he did very well the last minutes. Then we got Albert trained today for first time after a few weeks with the team. He felt very good, so he's on his last stage before being able to be ready for the games. Morgan Fox is starting to run and as well train on the pitch, which is a very positive news. He has been working at really high level, and now we face these weeks where slowly he will progress to train with the team. And then Jack Colback is a different situation because we take it a little bit day by day with him. So it's a muscular injury, but we are assessing more or less how is he feeling because he's very experienced. And we don't expect this to be long, but we need to take it day by day.
And looking forward to seeing the QPR fans again.
Always. So hopefully together we can build another good atmosphere tomorrow, and hopefully we can celebrate a victory tomorrow.